Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, so this video is for all the Math 1 students. We're going to talk about the assignments for this week. We're looking at solving systems of equations. This was the first unit that we did this semester. Remember, we talked about substitution method, we talked about elimination method, we talked about graphing method. In this video, we're going to do substitution method. The elimination will be the next video, and we're not actually going to do graphing this week. The graphing we did last week, a little bit of graphing lines review. That's as much as we're going to do as far as that goes. All right, so in this video, I'm going to look at the assignment I gave you, show you kind of what it looks like and how to get to it and what to expect. We're going to say what is substitution. We're going to talk about what that is. Let's get these menus closed. What that is and like what does that even mean, and I'm going to go 3 examples: easy, normal, hard. The Khan Academy assignment that I gave you is pretty much in the easy and the normal range. There are no hard questions on the Khan Academy assignments, but I do want to go over an example just so that we can talk about how to do it, because these are important skills for you. Okay. So let's jump in. Let's take a look at what the Khan Academy assignment looks like. So go ahead and log into Khan Academy. For any students who have still not been able to get into the Khan Academy the Khan Academy platform, please let me know so I can help you to sign up and log in and get everything going, because everything is going to be through Khan Academy, or almost everything. Okay, so you're signed in. Go ahead and click on assignments right here. Click on assignments, and it's going to send you to this page. And these are the 2 active assignments for right now. They're both solving systems with substitution. Now, if you notice right here, that's a little star. That symbol right here is a little notepad. It's a little star, a little notepad. This notepad is an article. That's what they call it. And the article is like notes. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And you can see that there's some example problems. I'm going to go through some of my own right now. But I want you to look through that. And there are some practice problems at the end. There's actually 2 of them. So when you finish one, there's another. I will not be grading this right here. The article is just for you to read through the notes, to get a little refresh, try those sample problems out. That's just for you. When you're finished with that, it's going to say completed, and I'll see that you completed it. The next one, the one with the little star, that's the actual practice. It's 4 questions. In fact, let's go ahead and start it right now so we can take a look at what it looks like. All right, 4 questions, 4 to 6 minutes. It's not timed actually, so you can take as much time as it takes you to finish it. It's only 4 questions, and I'm not going to go ahead and start right now. I've got my own problems that I'm going to do for you. And before I do that, let me just remind you that you can redo these assignments as many times as you like. After you complete it, there's going to be a little button right here, a little link that says try again. Or retry. I think it says try again or retry. And you can click on that as many times as you like, and you can do the assignments again for more points. The rubric that I have on Google Classroom shows that as long as you get a 75% or higher, you're going to get the full 10 out of 10. So make sure that you're trying to get at least 75% on that, and you can redo it until you get that score. All right, so let's go ahead into the next thing. We looked at the assignment, check. Okay, what is substitution? And then we'll do our 3 sample problems. All right, example 0. What is substitution? Okay, well, substitution is like when you replace something. If you substitute something with something else, you're replacing it with something. Like, for instance, if you had a substitute teacher, you're replacing your normal teacher with a stand-in, some sort of substitute. So this example is a substitution example. If I give you an equation like y equals 2x minus 5, and I tell you that x is negative 7, you know that you can substitute x for 7. Now, you might not have used those words. You may have said something like, we're gonna take x and plug in 7. Okay, well, that's fine. That is what we're doing. We're going to take x and we're going to plug in whatever x is. So in this case, let me get these colors going here. In this case, we know that x is 7. So when I read this equation, y equals 2x minus 5, I'm going to say y equals 2x minus 5. Now I'm not going to put the x there. Instead of x, I'm going to put whatever x is. And x is 7. So now it says y equals 2 times 7 minus 5. Okay, great. So we did the substitution. And now that we've got the substitution done, we can go ahead and boil down this algebra. 2 times 7. So I'm looking at 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. And then minus 5. Okay, we're looking good so far. So what's 14 minus 5? Well, 14 minus 5 is 9. So now we know that y is 9. Okay, so far so good. Are we done? No, not quite. We want to make sure that our final answer is written as a coordinate. So we know that x is 7, so we can make 7 our x value. And we know that y is 9, so we can make 9 our y value. And there we go. Now we've got our final answer, 7, 9. And that's that. Okay, so this is substitution in its basics. We know that x is something, so we're going to plug in or substitute that something in for x, just like we did right here. Okay, so let's go ahead into the first real example. This was example 0. Even though this was a substitution problem, we're going to get into the ones that are more like what the homework is going to be like. So let's look at this. This is a pretty normal, pretty standard example. I've got y equals x minus 5 and y equals 2x plus 3. So I've got two equations for lines that are in slope-intercept form. And I'm noticing that they're telling us that y is equal to x minus 5. But we also know that y is equal to 2x plus 3. This y and this y are the same. Just like in the last example, this x and this x are the same. That's how we could substitute that 7. So same thing over here. I've got these two y values that are the same. So if this y is the same as this y, then I'm going to replace this y with whatever y is, which in this case is 2x plus 7. So now I've got y equals what? Equals x minus 5. So this x minus 5 is going to stay right here. X minus 5. Let's see. 5. All right, good. So my y is here equals x minus 5. So you can see that what I started with was y equals x minus 5, and what I have is still y equals x minus 5. So it's y equals x minus 5. This is also y equals x minus 5. It's just that my y value has been replaced with what y is. I know that y, I know I'm drawing a lot here, sorry. I know that y is 2x minus 7, so that's why we were able to replace our y value with 2x minus 7, plus 7, sorry. All right, so that's the substitution part. So as far as the substitution goes, we're done. Now, we didn't finish the problem yet, but we did finish the substitution. So let's go ahead and keep working, and let's get the final answer just like in the last example. So as we keep going, I'm going to combine my like terms. I can see that I can subtract x from both sides. Let me get rid of this. Okay, good. I can subtract x from both sides, and so that's going to give me x plus 7 equals negative 5. And I can subtract 7 on both sides, and so that's going to give me x equals negative 12. Perfect. Are we done? No. We need the coordinate. And we know that the x value is negative 12. So I'm going to put negative 12. And the y value, we don't know yet. We haven't actually found y yet. So let's take these equations, whichever one you like. I'm going to go ahead and take the first one. And let me get a different color here so you don't get lost here. So I'm going to take the first one, and we're just going to do a totally separate little thing over here. Y equals x minus 5. Now remember, x we know is negative 12. So I can substitute x for negative 12. So do you see how I did the substitution again? I replaced x with what x is equal to. Just like over here, I replaced y with what y is equal to. We did the same thing in the last example. Okay, so let's continue. What is negative 12 minus 5? Well, that's negative 17. Okay, great. Now we know what y is. We know that y is negative 17. X is negative 12. Y is negative 17. So let's go ahead and put that in. And let's get some space here. There we go. Negative 17. And there's our final answer. Just like that. All right, we did it. That was substitution method, example 1. Go ahead and play the video back. If you want to see that again, if you have questions, let me know. You can message me. I'm going to do more right now. We've got more examples to go. But if you have questions about this, you can comment here. You can post on Google Classroom. You can hit me up on Remind. Let me know if you have questions. All right, example 2. This is, again, going to be very similar to what the Khan Academy assignment is like. The last example and this example are going to be what the Khan Academy assignment is like. This one is different from the last one because we have standard form here. So we have actually x and y on the same side, which is fine, right? We have x and y on the same side. And here, this one, it says x equals y plus 1. This is good. This is good. In fact, this might look to you like example 0. Let's see if we can get back here. We said that x was equal to 7, and so we were able to substitute what x was. Well, that's nice because here we know that x is equal to y plus 1. So x is not equal to a number right now. It's equal to like a little expression. Y is equal to y, sorry, x is equal to y plus 1. So we'll just take y plus 1 as that's the thing that x is. X is y plus 1. Okay, so let's take our first equation, and we know that y plus, okay, I don't like it. Let's try again. Y plus, okay, 2x equals 5. So I've just rewritten all of that one more time. 5y plus 2x equals 5. Now what's x? I didn't actually write x here. I don't actually want to put x there. I want to put what x is. And I know from here that x is y plus 1. So that is what I'm going to put here. I'm going to put y plus 1. So now I've got y plus 2, y plus 1 equals 5. All right, that's the substitution. So we have finished the substitution part of this question. And again, we're not finished, but as far as the substituting goes, we did what we were supposed to do. All right, so now to do the algebra, I'm going to distribute the 2. This should not be an equal sign, it should be a plus sign. I'm going to distribute the 2 to get that. And I'm going to combine my like terms. And I can subtract 2 from both sides. And that's going to give me 3, not negative 3, just positive 3. And that means that x equals 1. Okay, great. X is equal to 1. Are we done? No. We still need to, x is equal to 1. Let me see, make sure this is good, looking good. That's 2. Sorry. Oh, y is equal to 1. I knew there was a typo here somewhere. Yeah. This is actually a very common mistake. I just did it right now, and I've seen you guys do it a lot. If you've got a variable, make sure you don't accidentally change the variable mid-question. We're looking at y right now, so make sure that you're looking at y. So y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1. Perfect. So what is x? So now we got to figure out what x is. So just like the last questions, we're going to go to one of our equations, and we're going to substitute whatever x is, or in this case, whatever y is. X equals y plus 1. Y plus 1. Well, what is y? We know that y is 1. So I'm going to put 1 right here. So it's x equals y plus 1. X equals y plus 1. And since y is 1, I'm plugging that in right here. So that gives me x equals 2. There we go. Are we done? Almost. We're very close. The last thing is to just write it as a coordinate. We know x is 2. We know y is 1. I have that here. X is 2. Y is 1. And so our final answer is right here. Perfect. Okay, not too bad, I hope. Not too bad. You can go ahead and watch that portion of the video again if you need to redo some of the stuff. I hope you're following along. And just like I said before, if you do have questions, let me know either here or on Google Classroom or on Remind. All those are fine. Okay, example 3, hard mode. The questions on Khan Academy, the homework, are not like this, but I want to go over these examples just to show you what it's like. So let's take a look. We have 2 equations here in standard form. 2 equations in standard form. Notice that neither of them are solved for x or y. None of them have x by itself or y by itself. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to actually get one of them to have x or y by itself. So I'm going to take a look at that second equation, and I'm going to try to get one of the variables by itself. And I see that we could actually do this pretty easily. I'm going to add y to both sides. So I added y to both sides, and take a look. Are these like terms? No, you cannot add 1 and y. Those are not like terms. So we're going to just keep them separate. 1 plus y. There it is. Okay, now my y's are getting a little crossy, but whatever. X is equal to 1 plus y. That is a good spot to be in, because now we know what x is. It's not a number value, but we know that x is 1 plus y. That's what x is. So we're going to be able to use that. In fact, we're going to be able to use that right now, because this first equation tells us that 2y plus 3x is negative 7. So 2y plus 3x equals negative 7. 2y plus 3, 2y plus 3, x. What's x? X is 1 plus y. So that's going to go right here. So I'm just taking this, and I'm saying, I know that x is 1 plus y, so I'm going to plug that in right here. And there it is. Now it's just a matter of boiling down the algebra, which hopefully by now you've got this down. I'm going to distribute the 3. So I've distributed the 3, check, check. I'm going to combine my like terms, and I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. So I'm going to skip a few steps here, and I'm going to see if you guys can follow along. This is a y value. I'm going to see if you guys can follow along. This is a hard example, and I've already done the algebra in the last steps. So now we know that y is negative 2. Great. So are we done? No. But we do know that y is negative 2. Now I need my x value. Oh, but remember, we already found out that x is 1 plus y. So that means x is 1 plus y. Great. So if x is 1 plus y, then that means x is negative 1. Just like that. Perfect. We did it. All right. What do you guys think? Good? I would ask for your thumbs, but I can't see it. So go ahead and comment, or if you have questions, hit me up on Remind, Google Classroom, comment here. I see all of it. I'm going to respond to everything. And good luck on the Khan Academy assignment. Again, if you have trouble signing into Khan Academy, please let me know. If you don't see the assignments, please let me know so that I can help you through all of that. All right, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video.